like Ren and Stimpy.
Stimpy.
Watching Cheech and Chong.
Hey, you want to get high?
This is Luke and Lewis. Triple M Modern Digital.
It's Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital.
Why are you laughing, Lewis?
I'm laughing because Mike
Yes.
Mike has taken to yelling our awful intros. Whenever Stimpy says anything, he yells Stimpy. Whenever Cheech and Chong asks, do you want to get high, he screams it. I'm laughing, mate, because I'm also eating pasta at the moment. Our show sucks.
We've got a big show today, and I'm also getting a call right now. Guys, should I take it? No.
I think you should, mate. Let's go to a song. Luke and Lewis.
Lewis got a pretty exciting email yesterday.
Right.
Wanted to fill you in on it. Mm-hmm. First one I've ever got of this kind. I feel like I'm moving up in the world a little. A lady called Millie messaged me from, she's from Universal Pictures Australia, and she sent out a formal invitation to the movie premiere of Blockers. It's a new John Cena comedy
Are
film.
you trying to promote this film on our show?
No, I don't. I don't have to promote the film. I can just go. But I just wanted to more point out to you that I actually got invited
To a movie premiere?
Yes.
Do you really think that a movie premiere in Melbourne is a big deal?
No.
And who's the lead actor of the movie?
John Cena, an ex-wrestler, so not an actor.
Yeah. So do you think...
Well, an actor, one of the best WWE athletes.
I don't think that John Cena himself would even be rapt about going to the premiere.
I don't think he'll be there.
Yeah.
It's at Hoyt's in Melbourne Central.
He might be there, you just wouldn't be able to see him. As per his classic WWE catchphrase, "You can't see me."
Yep.
Look, I don't mean to bring you down a notch, but you're not that much of a big shot. I got the exact same email. Did
Wait.
it start off with, "Hey Luke, hope you're well"?
What if it did?
Well, that would mean that she's just copy and pasted many emails and just changed the name in the hopes that anyone with more than 10,000 Instagram followers shows up and takes a photo at the movie premiere for free advertising.
Was the third line, "My name is Millie and I've joined the Playmaker digital team"?
Nice to meet you.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got it up now.
Yeah, great. Way to rain on my parade.
I think that this is less an exclusive invite to a movie premiere and
Yeah.
more a free advertising opportunity for them.
You're coming on
And
me
it's clearly worked
right
you
now.
brought it in today to our radio
Right.
show.
Well, you're coming in.
Guys, no one see Blockers.
Yeah, don't go see it.
Block Blockers on Instagram.
Right. Well,
now
I've
we have
come
to
in.
decide,
Okay.
Are we going to go to this thing
No,
or
wait.
not?
Well, here's the thing. I didn't realize you had an invite, right? So I've done the right thing by you. I was pretty chuffed. I was like, "Oh, first ever movie premiere invite, great." And she said I could bring a +1, as now you would know. So I was like, "Yeah, great. I will be bringing a +1, having you in mind." And then you've come here going, "I've also got invited." So, Radio Mike, do you want to be my +1?
Yeah, all right.
Actually,
If you
Mike,
guys are both
do you
going.
want to be my +1, actually?
Well, Luke asked me first, so I guess I'll probably go with him.
Oh.
Sorry,
Well,
man.
Who are you
might-
going to take?
Well, do you want to be my +1?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right.
Mike, sorry, man. You can't come. I've just revoked my invite.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Yeah. All right. So, all right. Well, this actually frees up a +1 for me. You can be my +1.
Actually,
I'm
I might
so-
just sit it out. I might not come in the end.
Okay. Well, then that's
Wait,
fine.
you probably got invited as well. I'm thinking they're just throwing out invites to everyone.
No, I didn't actually. I
Oh,
didn't
they've
get
probably
that.
blocked you on Instagram. Great.
All right. Well, how about we'll have a chat during the songs?
Well, yeah,
We
are we
need to
gonna
figure
go?
out- Yeah, let's go.
Let's pencil in a yes,
Yeah.
but let's not get
tentative-
back to them yet.
Tentative.
A
yes.
tentative yes, and after the break, we'll work out. Well, I don't even know what to do at a movie premiere. Is there a red carpet?
Well, it's.
I mean, it's a Hoyts.
Hoyts.
There's usually a red carpet just on the ground.
Yeah, true. It's brown by the time everyone's walked
Yeah.
all over it. It's so. All right.
Do we wear suits? Or we'll
We'll
decide
talk about
next.
this. All right. Let us know what you guys think. This is Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital.
Lewis, it came to my attention just before the break that I thought I'd been invited to a movie premiere. I was pretty chuffed with myself. I was like, oh, first big invite. You know, Mum's going to be proud. I'm making it in the world. I'm going to be on red carpet soon. And I was about to rub it into you and tell you that, hey, I've got your +1, man. Don't worry about it. Don't mention it.
Yeah.
And then you said, yeah, I got the same email. They
Yeah.
sent it out probably to like 1,000 people
It's
thinking
just
no
a
one would
copy
reply.
paste thing to get as many people with a couple of Instagram followers
Yep.
to come and take selfies on the Hoyts red carpet.
Yeah.
Which is not very glamorous, but it could be.
And
So we're both decided we are going to go.
yeah, I was going to say, we're acting like we're above that. We're not.
No.
And we're absolutely going to be there.
In fact, I'm surprised we were invited.
Yeah.
we're very much below that. But that's all right. We are going to do our best to make them regret inviting us.
Yes. So what we really need to talk about is, what do we do at a movie premiere? I mean, I've just looked it up. I just Googled movie premiere. There's lots of glitz. There's lots of glam. There's celebs. There's flashes of photography. My one will probably just be my iPhone.
There's going to be lots of paparazzi there. I mean, don't talk it down, mate. We're going to the movie premiere 6 p.m. Hoyts to see Blockers, where the lead actor is John Cena.
You keep forgetting what the film's called.
Is it called Blockers?
Yeah, I see him strain every time. He goes to remember it. He's like, it sounded like something you do to Radio Market Instagram. Blockers.
Yes, yeah, that's right. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, mate. This is a blockbuster movie, all right? John Cena's the lead actor. Every movie he does, it wins an Oscar.
Do you know any other of the main cast? I'm looking at the cast now.
Is John Cena... if John Cena's in it, there must be a folding chair. Mm-hmm. Maybe a ladder.
It was a wrestling joke.
Yes. Was it a good wrestling joke?
No, because there's Leslie Mann. Mm-hmm. There's obviously you're familiar. There's Catherine Newton.
Of course.
Everyone knows Graham Phillips.
Yes.
Just looking at Graham Phillips. Do you reckon Graham will be there?
Maybe. Well, this is the thing. I looked up what happens at a movie premiere.
Oh, Hannibal Buress is in the film. I know him.
I like that guy. Yeah, that's pretty big. I looked up what happens at a movie premiere, and they reckon there's going to be paparazzi. Although I think every single article I read was in regards to what happens at an American film premiere.
Yeah,
where there's like in Hollywood where movie stars actually
Australian one. If you don't rock up in thongs, you probably get kicked out.
Yeah, so we need to decide, what are we going to wear, Luke? Is this are we going as a couple? We were invited separately.
I mean, I was going to take Radio Mike. We'll chat off air to see if Radio Mike does want to come.
There's a big
I'm
debate.
Assuming Mike's got a lot of other commitments that night.
There's a big debate going on whether or not Mike will be my +1 or your +1.
Yeah.
But either way, I'm pretty sure he's coming.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything else better to do. So I think we should dress up for the occasion. It's our first big movie premiere. I think tuxes are too keen. Like, we don't want to come off as like... Here's the thing. We don't want the people at Universal Pictures to think it's our first movie premiere. We want to come in, them thinking we're seasoned veterans, and we want to be like, hey, we're doing you a favour for
here's
even
the
showing
thing. How
up.
casual is too casual? See, obviously, tuxes, too keen. But would it be too casual to
like a Borat Mankini? Too casual.
Too casual.
Yeah.
But I think a perfect amount of casual could be pajamas.
Seems casual.
Yeah, I mean, it's 6 p.m. The movie should finish.
Is the movie
going to
put you to sleep?
Well, the movie will finish at 8 p.m. and then there'll be obviously drinks and photos with the paparazzi hanging out with John Cena. That could take until midnight.
And Graham Phillips.
John Cena loves to talk. I've met him a few times at other movie premieres I've attended, where he's the lead actor.
Lewis just winked at me. That was just in case Millie from Universal Pictures is listening. We've been to heaps of these guys.
Oh yeah,
don't stress. We're not coming in like movie premiere virgins. Okay, we are veterans on the red carpet, which is why we're desperately trying to work out what to do.
Okay, what do you think about pajamas?
Yeah, I don't mind it actually, but is that the vibe we want to be giving off?
Well, I mean...
Why pajamas, though? It has nothing to do with the film. The film is about... I watched the trailer. It seems like it's like an American kind of... A little American Pie themed. It's a comedy. It's like girls and guys going out to prom. And then it's about John Cena as the girl's dad. And he's essentially trying to stop her from making a grave mistake on that night with a young boy.
Right.
That seems like the general premise. Yeah, he's... blocking them from doing that.
Maybe we could come dressed up.
I think we should come...
Could be a themed costume. I could come someone who desperately wants to sleep with you. Mike could be our dad, and he could be the blocker.
I love it. No, I have another one.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're probably guessing by now, I'm a big Graham Phillips fan.
Yes,
whoever
that is.
We should come dressed as Graham Phillips's character, Jordan Baxter, in the 2007 film Evan Almighty. We all remember Graham Phillips's role in that film, don't we? You guys are both shaking your
I
heads.
think I've actually seen that movie.
Yeah, and I don't
thinking that it would be like Bruce Almighty, and it was a weirdly Christian-influenced film.
Isn't the one with Steve Carell where he's
Yeah.
God?
Yeah,
Yeah.
horrendous. I love that idea.
Yeah, we're going as Graham Phillips fans.
We're doing it, guys. We'll be there. Luke and Lewis. Luke, we very occasionally, well, just about every day, we talk about the feud between Liam and Noel Gallagher.
Yes, the two brothers from Oasis. It's our favourite ongoing feud. It's
Yes.
been going for years now. It went from petty to just, I don't know, a part of. It's now a part of pop culture.
Yeah.
This constant hatred between
But
two brothers.
it never stopped being petty. You made it sound like it
Yeah,
stopped
that's
being
true.
petty.
It's still petty.
It got so petty that it became part of culture.
And then for a bit, they kind of said we're good now and we've squashed our beef.
Well, yeah, the last I read was both of them saying, "Oh, we're fine," but then a week later, both of them just talking bad about each other in articles like normal. So something's happened at the make-up dinner.
Yeah.
Where it's all back to normal. But the latest in this is I've got a news article, a headline by a big newspaper in England. And the headline is, "Did Liam and Noel shit in my bath?" An old woman called Gladys is convinced that the Gallagher pair were behind a vile raid where they broke into her house and did a poo in her bath.
Wait, so the dudes who wrote Wonderwall, one of the greatest and most relaxing songs of all time, arguably one of the greatest songs of all time,
Yeah.
have also taken a dump in their neighbour's backyard.
Well, you need something to listen to relax you enough that you can poo in a stranger's bath.
Whenever they
Probably
go,
why they wrote the song.
where'd you get your inspiration from, Noel? Well,
I broke into Gladys's house, went to the bathroom.
Gladys's bathtub does not flush, and I was wondering about it.
Yeah. So Gladys has come out. Apparently this happened years ago, but for some reason she's come out and she's accused them of pooing in her bathtub. But that's not where...
That's
where
pretty petty to bring it up like 20 years later. It's probably
Yeah.
30 years later now.
Former dinner lady Gladys will never forget the day in 1989 she returned home from work to find burglars had raided her tiny house and done a poo in her bath, which is just... That's great that that's being reported, but the most interesting
Not
thing...
great for Gladys.
No,
but
not
it's good
great.
it's out there now and it's being dealt with.
But the most interesting thing about this, Luke, is Noel and Liam, one of them's denying it, one of them has admitted to it. This is a mystery, mate. So-
Why would you deny... Here's the thing. Why would you admit to doing a poop in someone's bathtub if you didn't? So I think they did do it.
Well,
and then...
if they-
Because
if
I know
they
why...
didn't,
I
that
know...
that means that one of the brothers are lying, and it also means that poor old Gladys. Is lying about someone pooing in her
Well,
bath.
she's pooed in her bath and is now blaming the Oasis brothers.
Well, maybe
which is-
maybe she pooed in her bath 20 years ago, forgot to clean it up, and then when she discovered the smell, she's like, bloody Gallagher brothers. I'll call the news.
20 years later. No, but okay, I think... I just think they've done it because Liam has lied before.
Well, I'll read their statements and I'll
Okay.
let you decide. So Liam Gallagher has come out and said, for the record, I never robbed Richard and Judy's place, and I didn't do a shit in Gladys's bath. As you were, LGX.
And what did Noel come out and say?
See, that's a very constructed statement, I believe. He's denying a previous burglary and a poo in the bath situation, whereas Noel's come out and he said he just posted a photo of the article and just wrote, "It's a fair cop, gov. Soz Gladys, no offence."
They did it, 100%.
Oh, absolutely.
And Gladys is a fool for going out to tell the news.
Yeah.
If she was smart, she would have put it in a box, framed it, and sold it on eBay. Okay, that's one expensive turd.
Luke and Lewis.
Lewis, this morning I received quite a peculiar message from my brother Jack.
You get weird messages all day, mate.
I know, I got
Invites
getting...
to movie premieres,
Exactly.
text from your brother. I mean, that's not that weird, getting a text from someone related to you.
Nah, it's not that. But the message was peculiar. The
Peculiar
subject.
content of
Yes.
the text message.
Exactly.
Enlighten me, Luke.
I shall, Lewis. My brother said to me, he was in the city, I think he'd already been to work, he's just got to work and he's like, hey, I don't know why he wanted to tell me this. He was just like, hey, just so you know, won't be coming home tonight. Me and Simmo, our modern digital mate, who people would be familiar with, he does the news for our show every Friday,
Yep.
Simmo's Weekly Wrap. He said, me and Simmo are going to be staying in a hotel tonight together in the city and there's only one bed.
And he texts you this, obviously, to invite you.
No. He
Right.
just was like, hey, I won't be coming home. And I said, why? And then he said, oh, well, me and Simmo are staying in a hotel together. And I was like, a little bit confused because I was like, hey, why would you be staying in a hotel in your own city? You can just come back to your own bed.
Why is Simmo taking a male friend to a hotel?
Turns out I believe he won a night in a hotel at work.
Yeah.
I'm assuming a client cancelled or something.
See, that's a rude thing to enter as like a single man who can't get a date, Simmo. Like if I was Simmo,
Rough.
I just well, obviously he's taking his mate Jack instead of a girl. I just wouldn't even enter that
I'm
competition.
disappointed he didn't take his modern digital mates.
Exactly. Yeah. Well,
But the thing is, I just want to get down to the bottom of what the sleeping situation is going to be.
yeah, like are they going to be in the same bed? Is one going to go on the couch?
Yeah.
We do need to get to the bottom of this. Why don't we should give him a call.
Well, let's just call him. I mean, he's always on the show, and we assume he's going to pick up. I know for a fact he's not doing anything right now, and they're probably already on their date. I think Jack might be with him. We'll see.
All right, brilliant. Radio Mike, give him a call.
Hello.
Hey, Simmo, it's Luke.
Yeah, what's going on?
I'm here with Lewis as well.
Hey, mate, how you going?
Just wanted to see how the date was going.
Oh, yeah, right. Good one.
Well, is Jack there?
No, he hasn't shown up yet.
Oh, so he stood you up.
Oh, for the moment.
So,
What do you mean?
fill us in. Give us some backstory, just so Lewis understands what's happened. You've got a hotel room for the night.
Correct.
At Crown?
Is it at Crown?
Yeah, no, not a Crown. It's on Burke Street. It's a 4-star. Yeah, no, work was giving one away, so...
So you decided to take it off someone who might have a wife that they could take, and you're like, oh, I'll just grab that up and take my mate and sleep in the same bed
No,
with
well,
him.
they ran like a comp. You had to answer a question about work-related stuff, and I was first on it, so won the room, and was thinking, oh, well, Jack works nearby, and we've both got to be in the city in the morning.
Yep.
Save us the trip back home. Why not?
Right, and I heard there was one bed in the room.
Yeah, there's we couldn't get out of. It's only a king bed.
So is it like paper, scissors, rock, or...
Is this a spooning situation?
Oh, it'd never be paper, scissors, rock.
Who's getting the bed, or is it you both in the bed?
Probably be a bit of Great Wall of Pillows situation, you know?
Right.
Right. So you've essentially just taken a romantic opportunity away from a co-worker, and you're taking your mate to spoon him in a bed.
Yeah, that's right. Chloe better look out.
That's Jack's girlfriend. And Simmo, what have you got planned for the rest of the day?
Well,
I heard there's going to be a little bit of a dinner for two.
Yeah, we might go for dinner because we're going to end up in North Melbourne apparently. Because I heard that we got invited especially to your show tonight.
I did say they can come to my show. I was trying to make your date, you know.
Mate, so you've got dinner.
And then you're going to see a show.
Entertainment.
Dinner and a show.
I mean, not very good entertainment, but some entertainment. And then you're going to go home to the same hotel room. Geez, you're really going in for gold here, Simmo, with Jack.
Yeah, I'll be up for some action,
He's
surely.
a lucky boy. Stop dating my brother. It's weird.
So there's a strict mandate. I think I see what's happening here. Lewis can probably see it too. You're
What?
jealous that I didn't ask you.
I think that's what's
Yeah.
happening. I was just going to say, I think Luke's just a little bit cut that he didn't get invited because obviously girlfriends have nothing to do with it because you and Jack both have girlfriends.
Yep.
But I think Modern Digital Mate might just Modern Digital prefer your brother, Luke.
Explain yourself, Simmo.
Oh, well, I don't know. Do you remember our chat on the cruise on New Year's, Luke?
Yeah, and I remember you said, I'm the better kidgel. I remember that quote. What's happened?
What's changed, man?
Oh, maybe the fame got to your head, mate.
No, it's because I stopped coming surfing with you on the weekends, and you always hold that against me.
Simo, maybe the fame got to your head. You're the one posting your slogan on Instagram.
You're the one who's getting put up in free hotels, all right? The fame's gotten to you, and then you're not chopping out to the little guys like me who isn't getting offered these big hotel room deals. What's happened? We used to be friends.
Oh, jeez. We're not older thought.
Guys, I think I can resolve this, Simo.
Yeah.
You're going to have to take me.
No, there's no way. There's no way a 2-meter 2 person and an almost 2-meter person are going to fit in one bed.
That's true.
That's true.
You'd both have to sleep diagonal on top of each other.
No, that's all right, Simo. You can just crash on the couch, mate. I'll take the bed. All good. Problem solved. I'll see you at 8.
Enjoy your day. Lewis, we just spoke to Simmo, our modern digital mate, before the break, because him and my brother Jack are staying in a hotel in the city tonight, 4-star hotel. Simmo won it through his work.
Very romantic.
And he invited my brother Jack.
And not you.
Pretty rude. Well, he could have invited you too. You're also his modern digital mate.
No, I'm offended.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what we should call Simmo and put it on him.
No, here's the thing. So Jack, no, we've already called Simmo. I don't want to speak to him again.
That's why he didn't get invited.
No, yeah, I'm done with Simmo. I'm probably gonna just maybe silent treatment for.
Maybe we need a new
probably-
modern digital mate.
No, I was gonna say for an hour and a half because I invited him to a thing. I'm seeing him after the show,
Okay.
but for the next hour, I will not be speaking to him until we're off air. Hope that sends a message, Simmo. Now, during the song, they were listening to that song, right? They're on their big mandate, clearly not going great because they're listening to our show.
Yeah.
And Jack messaged me during the song and said, hey, how come, this is my brother, he said, hey, how come you guys always call Simmo over me? And I was like, well, what could have you added to that break? He's like, Ben, and they
Bit of
both,
jealousy.
yeah, he said, dude, I'm better than Simmo on the radio, blah, blah, blah. He's talking a big game. So I just thought,
Right.
look, if Jack thinks he can add something to the show here, we've got his number in the system and we've got a ding set up, right? So whenever Jack says something that we think is engaging, adds to this radio segment, then we give him a ding and we guess we congratulate him. But if he doesn't, then we just hang up on him, I guess.
Well, Luke, that was a really good explanation of what we're going to do when we call Jack. Can we give Luke a ding, Mike? Just
Very
Well done,
engaging content. And I think I added to this thing. And, give Lewis a ding.
Yeah.
Because him dinging me added to this break.
that was quite good.
Great.
And Mike, could you give yourself a ding for your dinging abilities? All right.
See, we're all great at radio. Now let's test to see if Jack is. All right, he's putting the number in now. Let's do it. I mean, I'm assuming you'll pick up. They're listening to the show.
They're not doing anything else.
Hello?
Jack, it's Luke and Lewis.
How you going,
Boys,
mate?
how are we?
Very well. So we got your message, or I got your message complaining that we keep calling Simmo over you. You think you can add more to this show than Simmo can. Is that correct?
Oh, 100%.
Right. And why do you think you're more entertaining than our modern digital mate?
Mainly because I'm happy to rip on the modern digital mate, and I think that's for the benefit of everyone.
Right. So
I want to...
you're not a fan of how much Simmo is perhaps spruiking this behind the
Correct.
scenes of the
Before
show.
we start, though, I just want to say I am enjoying our mandate tonight. It started off well. We're at the pub with Simmo's workmates.
This is
It's
not
going
really what we
nicely.
called you about, but I'm glad we had a date update.
Yeah, but no, you can have another one later if you want. It's going well so
We'll be
far.
fine, thank you.
Okay, we've got dinner planned soon.
No one asked.
So essentially, I've come in and I've having a chat to some of his workmates, and young Will has started telling me that Simmo doesn't mind spruiking himself on the podcast around the office.
Right. He does.
So much so that Will knew exactly what day Simmo's on the podcast. He
Right.
goes, what are you bringing to the table this Friday? Unprompted. So Simmo's clearly said to him, I'm on every Friday. You need to get on it, boys.
So Simmo's bragging to all of his friends that he's on Triple M Modern Digital.
His Instagram story, he spruiks your podcast every week.
Mate,
And
we don't
so
even
they-
brag about being on
Mate,
Modern Digital, and it's our
Every
show.
time, every time we catch up with some sort of friendship group, Simmo's going, you've got to listen to this podcast. Listen on
But
Fridays.
not because of us.
Simmo's weekly. No, he just wants to hear his own. We were driving to the beach the other day, just myself and Simmo,
Yeah.
and he's put on your podcast, skipped to Friday, and said, have a listen to this. You probably haven't heard it yet.
You know what?
I don't...
He did that to me once. Once after the show on a Friday, he was in the city and I was like, oh, do you want to lift home from work? And then he's like, yeah. And then on the way home, he grabs my own aux cord in the car
mate.
and then was like, oi, mate, can we put on the podcast today? And I was like, no.
We replayed a conversation that you
That
had
we
with him.
had.
That'd be the only way to get sadder than that would be if you and I, Luke,
Sat in the car and listened to the
listen
show.
to your own... Yeah, but at least that might be productive. You're like, how can I improve? He's literally just enjoying this sound. He put on the first ever Simmo's Weekly Wrap in the car. He said, I just want to relive the first one because that was the best.
So the reason why you think you can add more to the show is coming on the show and just back chatting behind
Throwing him
Simmo.
under the bus.
Yeah, throwing Simmo under the bus. And you know what? You're right.
not
This is
backstabbing.
way
He's
better.
here.
Yeah, absolutely. You love it. Did you
He's
notice?
here too, so it's not backstabbing.
Is he
It's just a
listening
straight
to
up
you
assault.
this? Is he trying to defend himself right now?
He's literally got up and just walked to the toilet. He wasn't happy with what he's hearing.
I was about to get him on to
No, he wasn't
respond to
happy
the
with what he's
allegations.
hearing.
You know what? Actually, no, I don't want to get him on because me and Simmo, I'm giving Simmo the silent treatment at the moment anyway.
Yeah.
So don't
Well,
worry
why
about
that?
it. Oh, because he didn't invite me on the date. He invited you instead, and we're supposed to be modern digital mates.
Please, okay, that's fair. You've given him the best thing in his life at the moment, so that's fair.
Well, you know what, Jack? I'm very surprised, but it actually has been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And I'm
Why are
glad we called
surprised
you.
by that?
Because we just assumed... Wait, can you hear the dings?
Yeah, I can.
You've just been ignoring that the whole time.
Yeah.
We
What's
decided
going on with the ding?
before we called you, we talked about how you were talking yourself up about how you could be much funnier than Simmo. So we decided to give
Right.
you a ding every time you said something engaging. And mate, I had a low ding expectation. You
There's
smashed
been
it
a
out of
few
the park.
dings.
You were dinging off the charts. And the fact
Ding-a-ling-ling.
the fact that you...
Hit the joke alarm, mate. Joke alarm him. That's amazing joke.
Thanks for bringing that one to the show.
Definitely worth saying. Sorry,
Why
Jack.
is it alarm?
You just blew it.
Yeah, you were going well, and then you said ding-a-ling-ling, and then everything...
Why was there an alarm?
Fun? Because it was
what?
it wasn't a joke alarm.
That's the joke alarm. When
sorry.
when any of usually it's reserved for one of us saying a terrible joke, but ding-a-ling made the cut. So I'm
it's a joke,
I'm
it's just a
confiscating
phrase.
all of your dings, mate. Sorry about that. See you later.
You're dingless now.
I've been dinged out. I'm dingless.
Just hang up on him. Go to a song.
Look at
Bye,
Lewis.
Jack.
We need to talk, Luke, about the scandal that's been rolling throughout our show for many days now.
It happened on Friday, I believe. And it started off... It was a scandal from the beginning. I was about to say it didn't start off a scandal. It was scandally clad from... It was not clad.
Scandally clad, really? Is this more of a nude story?
Mike. It's about Mike. He was wearing a G-string at the time. No.
Yeah, nobody knows that, but he was wearing a G-string at the time underneath his short shorts.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, so we had a raffle at the radio here. They were raffling off televisions for some reason.
Second-hand televisions from around the office.
Yeah, I think they
But
were
still,
used...
50 inches.
Yeah,
pretty
they were
good
big
price.
TVs.
It's expensive TV.
Yeah, I think they were used for advertising within the studio, which kind of seems a little bit counterproductive to me.
Well,
I mean,
we do internal marketing campaigns. It's just a bit weird that so do Husey and Kate. You know, you'd think their marketing campaigns would be better suited to external and get other people to listen. So at this raffle, Radio Mike, our button pusher, won. He won the raffle, right? But the thing is, on the day, the scandal that came out was he actually got 2 tickets on the day. He had
only
2 raffle
supposed
tickets.
to get 1 raffle ticket upon entering. Mike entered, and then he got a ticket, then he left, and then he entered again. Got 2 tickets.
And today, what we want to get down to the bottom of is which ticket won. Was it the legitimate ticket that you originally got, the one that you were supposed to have, or was it the illegitimate, the cheat ticket?
Yeah, I mean, I'm honestly not sure, but this is what I do know about the tickets, right? I know that I had 2 tickets. One of them they were both red.
Yep.
One of them was C, and one of them was A, and I don't know the
Right.
numbers. I think it was,
A61
and I think it was C68.
was your other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that makes sense, because
Well, we both got C's because we all entered at
We
the
all
same
did it the
time.
first
so
time.
everyone got a C, and I also cheated, and my second ticket wasn't
right, but you don't remember which one was the right one.
I don't know which one won the TV, right?
Well, I think that... here's the thing. Would you be willing to search for it in your mind?
Yes, but can I just disclaim that I don't think that this was cheating, because when I walked in, when we walked in for the second time,
Okay.
both me and Lewis explicitly said to the lady giving us the raffle tickets, we already have tickets, and she said, "Oh, just take another one anyway," because
what
it's
you're
so
saying
unlikely that we'd win.
What you're
Yeah,
saying,
that's
Mike-
like saying, like someone who's match fixing, like a sports game or something, like, oh, well, you know, I bet on this thing that was match fixed. It's not my fault. It's like, no, you still knew who was going to win. You just got tipped off.
She helped.
She
us
helped.
cheat.
She was an enabler to your cheating.
Well, I think it was her fault. I personally blame her because she was obviously giving
Right.
out double tickets.
So she forced you to
Well-
take a ticket. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying
she
she
held you
forced me, but
down
I
and
would-
said, "Take this ticket, or I'll bash you."
I'm now questioning the legitimacy of the whole event. If some people are getting 2 tickets and some
Well, here's
people are
the
getting
thing.
1. you
Let's
know?
forget that. That's not important right now. We know you've cheated. We know you've won
Well, I
with
still don't
possibly a
think so.
cheat ticket. So what we need to get down to the bottom of is you need to start remembering real quick as to which ticket you won with, either the legitimate ticket or the cheat ticket. Now, I've got a series of self-hypnosis techniques that help you recall and recollect perhaps little things in your life that you might have missed or blurred past at the time.
Yeah.
So,
I
Mike,
like this.
if I can just talk you through some of those techniques, are you willing to kind of try and recollect which ticket was called?
Yeah, so we're agreeing that if the first ticket wins, it's not a cheat.
It's not a cheat, and
Okay.
therefore you can claim the TV
Okay, yes.
rightfully, because
Well,
therefore it is your
However-
TV.
I don't actually even particularly want the TV that much, but I
course you
will
do.
take it. But, yeah.
Don't, mate. Don't do this.
Don't
all
pretend
right?
like this is not the best thing to happen in your week.
No, it's actually quite hard because it's a big TV and I don't have a car park here at the station.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask you guys if you could help me lift it to
Definitely
my car.
not.
which-
I'm not helping
I
the
am
cheat.
not helping. I'm not assisting in illicit activities, mate. Okay?
You're stealing a TV, and I don't want to be.
Dude, I also cheated. I didn't win, and I feel guilty about even attempting to win the TV without playing fairly. So I don't know how you must feel, you monster.
All right, Mike. You start off right.
And
With-
remember, Did that work?
The first step is sit in a comfortable position in a quiet, dim room. Lewis, can you turn off the lights
Yeah,
behind me?
1 second.
Great. So Lewis is turning off the lights. We're dimming the room right now. Ooh, that's a lot better. Are you comfortable, Mike?
Yeah, I'm
Great.
I'm comfortable.
I can't really see anything now. Actually, this has become a problem. We're
Blinds down.
We're doing a radio show in the dark. The next one is choose an object in the room to focus on, which is now a little difficult because there's not many things we can see.
I'm going to choose you, Luke.
Are you going to focus
I'm
on
just
me?
going to focus on you.
Are you
Well-
saying that Luke's an object? Because I
Do not-
view him
do not
as a person,
objectify
right?
me
Don't
on the radio
objectify
mic.
Luke.
Well, all right. I'll just focus on the TV in the studio, just so I'm thinking about TVs. That might help, actually.
All right, that's good. That's a good idea. Inhale and exhale deeply. As you inhale, let your head fall towards your chest and allow a wave of warmth and heaviness to
But also
spread
move
from the top of your head.
microphone so we can still hear you inhaling and exhaling.
It's actually hard to inhale and move my head towards my chest. Like, try that for a sec.
Well, mate, that's how the memories come back.
I can do it.
This wasn't supposed to be
Almost
easy.
I'm doing it.
All right, the next step.
How do I focus on the TV now? I'm looking down. Hang on. I'll rearrange. Okay.
You look like an idiot.
You look like you got back problems. All right, the next one is store information in your memory as you go into a deeper trance.
Okay.
Now count backwards from 5.
5, 4, 3, 2,
No,
1.
keep breathing, man.
4, 3, 2, 1. And then, I am not kidding, the next step is seek out a professional hypnotist. So you can stop. I'm not one.
What's the point of all that?
Oh no, I just wanted to turn the lights off. It was getting pretty hot in here.
Very moody. So do you remember? Did it work?
Did it work?
Look, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I actually do think that the A ticket won, which was the second ticket. I do distinctly remember
And-
A being called out.
Was it my hypnosis techniques that was the reason?
Maybe, but I was going to say that anyway. But
No.
like, maybe
think
that's
it's
helpful.
He's
Also-
lying again. It was me.
Well, I think it also has something to do with the fact that you and I, Luke, both got a C ticket when we came in the first time.
Yeah.
So the second
The
time,
second one must have
obviously-
been an A.
So it could have been the hypnosis, could have been logical deduction. Who
Mike's
knows?
a big dirty cheat. And tomorrow, let's make a deal. You either donate the TV to charity, because that's where things usually go if they're like, you know, if a crime's been committed, stolen goods often end up at the Salvos, right?
Yeah.
You drop it off there tonight, or we're going to dob you in tomorrow.
Well, I need to get it into my car, so I can't donate it to charity until it's in my car, which you guys won't help me with. There's no one else around, so
We'll
I
help
guess,
you donate to
I
charity,
guess-
and that's the only thing we'll help you with. All
I
right?
guess you're dobbing me in.
All right.
Well, you call and dob yourself in, actually. You confess. It's not our job. I don't really care, to be
They're not
honest.
going to care. I'll ring them. They won't even care.
All right.
I might do it. I don't know.
Oh, I might.
I'm
Do
busy.
it.
I might not even
Do
be
it on
in.
the show tomorrow.
Maybe. I might not even be in tomorrow. I'm so busy, but I might be watching TV.
I don't know who's going to panel the show. Luke and Lewis. That brings us to the end of the show, guys.
It is. Oh, you found the music.
Yeah, the music got deleted. but
Sorry,
I
we
bet-
just had a discussion during the song, which is, we don't have the music. So I said, don't worry, play Sabotage by the Beastie Boys because someone's clearly logged into your computer and sabotaged our show. And you managed to recover. Radio Mike always pulls through.
That's what Radio Mike does best, guys, for all your paneling needs.
Yep.
Thanks, man. It would have been good for you to let us know because I started this whole segment very sad because I didn't think we'd have the music.
Yeah.
And
Sorry,
so
you
I
guys
just
were
sounded really
talking.
depressed. But you know what? For the good panel operating, could you give yourself a ding?
Yeah, sure.
And now give yourself a wrong buzzer because you stole a TV.
You're back on zero, mate. All right, that brings us to the end of the show. We're going to be forcing Mike to dob himself in, aren't you, Mike? You just committed to that off air. You promised
Just
us.
like you got forced to get another ticket on the day.
He's responding with sound effects.
I don't like that.
No.
Do you have a voice?
My
Use it.
microphone is off as of now. I'm home for the night, guys, as far as I'm concerned.
Really? Because as far as reality is concerned, you are currently here.
And you're working and we're on air, so please don't leave.
All right, guys, that's the end of the show. Check out the podcast. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. We'll see you tomorrow. Luke and Lewis.